Hey everyone and welcome back. With the new DLC, a lot of changes, updates and new additions were added to the game, including a lot of quality of life updates as well. Some of them were informed and some of them were not. So I want to make this video to inform you all about all of the changes that took place with the new DLC update. So without wasting any more time, let's get on to the video. First up is with the auto shops. The customer sales inside the auto shops are better than before, having more chances of successful sales with no damages. It was really annoying earlier to have these two NPCs crashing the cars every single time we sent it through them. Next is a free mode event that's part of the auto shops itself, which is the exotic exports. This now has an indicator to show how many cars to go to complete the 10 cars per day list. Nothing big, but just a small little update. Then we have the most hated feature and a requested change. It is that we can now cut the annoying calls we get from English Dave, How, Miss Baker and few others. I mean, finally, right? Next is a funny update. We can now run around or technically jog inside the casino, music locker and the nightclubs. Earlier, we had to painstakingly walk everywhere in these properties, but now we can finally move faster. Phew! Took them just 4 years. Another good addition was the increase in garage or property buying spaces. Earlier it was limited to just 8, but it got increased to 10 in this update, which means we can now have 20 more garage spaces to park our vehicles. You can buy apartments or just standalone garages, anything you wish. Another better quality of life update which helps us immensely during missions or heists is that the snacks and the armor have got a new shortcut when the weapon wheel is active. This makes it very much easier as well as faster to replenish our health during critical times or in between fights. Talking about snacks, the assistants from the office as well as the facility both have this buy all option added to them, making it easier and faster to fill up on snacks. This was first added to the auto shops and now it has trickled down to the assistants as well. Another good update regarding the snacks is that now quick starting missions, after failing them, restores snacks to the quantity we had in our inventory before we started the mission or the heist. This saves a ton of time in the long run and prevents us from running to the stores for restocking after every single mission. Also, we can now buy full ammo to all the weapons in the same category. For example, we can buy full ammo for all of the rifles or all the shotguns or sniper rifles ammo all together, instead of buying separately for individual weapons. This also saves a lot of time when you're trying to restock ammo. Not to forget, there's also a buy all ammo option to buy ammo for all of the weapons in your weapon wheel. Literally all of them from all the categories. So this is a good addition. Moving on from that, there are over 200 clothing items being added to GTA Online as part of the Criminal Enterprises DLC. Although, good luck finding them all. As you can see, I literally just gave up on looking for them. But nonetheless, those that like to dress up will have a good time. Along with that, there's over 60 new tattoos added to choose from for both male and female characters. And finally, there's 2 new hairstyles as well, namely 2-block and shaggy mallet. Personally, I'm not a fan of these, but good additions to those that look forward to them. The 2 big car websites have got an update as well, with filter options to make it easier for going through the website. The vehicles are now categorized on the Legendary Motorsports as well as the Super Autos websites, but I do miss the full list view which had all the vehicles displayed all together. On the other hand, PC players now have the option to turn off the chat box in the online settings. So basically, instead of fixing the modders plaguing the game and spamming text, all that Rockstar can do is just giving us the option to turn off the chat. Smart move, isn't it? Lazy Rockstar. Apart from that, we now have the option to choose which type of lobby we want to join or change session into without having to quit the story mode and then join back again. This actually saves a ton of time and is actually very useful to quickly change sessions and go to the session which you actually want to. Talking about different sessions, we can now do all types of business activities including sales in all types of lobbies. This is a very good change and should have been done years ago. But at least now they've done it, which will make it easier for current grinding players as well as new players. So thumbs up from my side. Also, the high demand bonuses which we used to get for completing select business sales in public lobbies has been increased. Not sure with how much percentage it has been increased, but it's significantly much better than before, as I've seen, few people sharing their final sale pictures. So yeah, it's actually making them a lot more money than before. And finally, now there's no need for us to pay for destroying others' weaponized vehicles when we try to defend ourselves. This is a welcoming move, especially with all those griefers and KD warriors that have plagued GTA Online for all these years. This will be a good change that favors those that defend themselves. But the one drawback is that if you have your weaponized vehicles out in the free roam and if someone else destroys it, then ultimately you will have to be paying for it. So yeah, good luck paying for your own insurance even when you're just minding your own business. Up next, the time required for vehicle deliveries when you request it through the mechanic has been reduced. As you can see, it takes just 2 seconds for the vehicle to get delivered near you. So now, not much waiting around after requesting a vehicle, but keep in mind the cooldown timer is still the same and you'll have to wait 2 minutes before you can call and request for another vehicle. Some of the old cars have got new customizations and liveries added to them. Not a lot of them, but just minor in number, but still a new life to these old cars, some of which are there from day one. So a nice update to them. And also, if you remember, we also got few older cars updated in the Tuners DLC as well, like the Kuruma as well as the Banshee. Talking about vehicles and customizations, you can now take normal cars into the backside of the Mobile Operations Center as well as the Avenger and customize them. Before, it was limited to just a selected few weaponized vehicles, and these two remained unused in the storage for a very long time. So this gives them a new usage purpose with this change. You can just call them up nearby any of your properties and customize them instead of having to take your cars, drive it to the LSC. So that's a good change, and the vehicles list also includes bikes too. So yeah. Adding to the customizations, we can now take any car to the LS Car Meet customization area and install low grip tires on them. This is how it should have been from the beginning, but for some reason it was locked to only the tuner cars. This got updated now. And put these on just about any cars for laughs and giggles. As you can see, I just did it for the Mammoth Patriot Millspike. Also, finally, you can have some proper drifting with the Drift Tampa, which could barely drift earlier. So thumbs up for this change as well. Absolutely love this feature. Next up, the Declasses Scramjet's trade price has been removed as Rockstar messed up big time with locking it to a specific game mode and later on removing that game mode entirely from the game to make space for other new game modes, and then literally forgetting that the trade price was set to be unlocked for that particular game mode. So what does Rockstar do to fix this? Straight up removes the discount option itself instead of making the change to the trade price requirement, so it helps players. That's Rockstar for you. Then the Sparrow has got countermeasures upgrade in this DLC. Earlier it only had weapons and no countermeasures for some reason, which was stupid in my opinion. So now we can finally upgrade it with chaff or flares. Talking about helicopters, we can now use the helipad on top of the agency or the roof entrance to enter and complete the mission whilst doing the security contracts. This was earlier locked and we could only proceed with the mission by entering through the main entrance, which was absolutely pathetic. Apart from all the big nerfs the Cayo Perico heist received both in terms of payouts as well as the extended cooldown timer, the heist now has longer scoping durations as the times you get caught has been increased. Earlier we would get kicked if we got caught about 3 times, so now it's kind of increased. Still doesn't cool us down from hating Rockstar for bringing the ridiculously long cooldown timer. Another big economic update to businesses, heists, races and game modes as well as first time bonuses have been added and updated, which I've already talked in depth about all of them in the previous videos. So make sure to check them out for more information. Now going about with the businesses individually, first up we have the executives, which is the CEO. Sadly, there's nothing added or updated to the import-export business. It's neglected along with the hangar business. 2 new cargo source missions have been added, so something new apart from the same old sourcing missions we have had from almost 6 years. Going to the crates business, we have a new export mixed goods sale mission available from the office assistant, which is for the special cargo that your new staff will acquire over time. Basically, extra cargo to sell. The new staff members added to the cargo warehouses can be assigned to source special cargoes for a small change. There's also a new manager as well. Next, with the motorcycle clubhouses, we now have 2 new side businesses being added to the clubhouse. First up is the customer motorcycle customizations, which is basically copy-pasted from the auto shops. One drawback is that there's no other employee to help deliver them, so you personally have to do all the work. Next, with the bar area, there's a new bar resupply mission just like the Nightclubs mission, which gets in some customers to the clubhouse, which in turn gets daily income to us. And finally, there's 2 new bikers contracts being added to the clubhouse, which you can access from the planning room. Majority of these contracts can be done solo and only a few requires other players, so give this a try. Moving on to the next one is the bunkers. Here too we have 2 new resupply missions being added, which is good and different from the same old sourcing missions. That is if you manually do the resupply missions in the first place. It's much better in every aspect to just buy the supplies and go do something more useful and earn more money in the meantime. And then there's this new excess weapon parts sales, which you can complete for additional incomes, which comes up occasionally to earn a side bonus. First time I got paid $150,000, but not sure for second time and onwards. So if any of you have tried second time and onwards, let us know down in the comments. And just keep in mind, this is basically the Dune Loader resupply mission. Just backwards with a destination being one of the many ammunition stores. So a long, slow drive in the Dune Loader. Next, you can call up Agent 14 to start a bunker research mission, which I guess boosts or fast tracks the research that's taking place. It's not available for me currently as I have shut down the business, as I've made more money than I can spend. Also, I've unlocked everything I need, so no point in keeping the research running, right? Lastly, we can also request transportation from Agent 14, which will come in handy sometime or the other. One of the vehicles we can request is the caddy from the bunker. Hilarious vehicle option, but no complaints here. Ha! Finally, we have the Nightclubs. Here as well, we have 2 new management missions being added, basically to boost the nightclub popularity. Useful, I can say, as it's something new from the same old missions. Also, now we can call up Johan, who is the technician from the nightclub's basement running the business, helping to source goods. He'll help in launching the nightclub goods missions as well as show us the stock levels and the total stock value in the storage. This will make it easier to keep a tab and sell at your desired storage levels. Along with Johan, we can also call up Tony and launch management missions, that is to boost the nightclub's popularity. And then check the nightclub's popularity level and also request transportations. Useful just like the Agent 14s. Last but not the least, some players reported getting the drip feed weapon early as part of the payphone heads mission. Not sure if it is made to be this way at the moment, but if any of you have also received it this way, then do share with us down in the comments. And finally, completing any resupply or source mission, be it gun running, special cargo or the import-export vehicle cargo, will get you $150,000 bonus money. So if you're running any of these businesses, then make sure to take advantage of this money bonus. And there you go guys. Lots of changes, updates and additions along with tons of quality of life updates as well in this DLC. If I have left out any of them, then do let me know down in the comments. Along with that, do drop the video a like and also make sure to stay tuned by subscribing to the channel as I'll be making more such videos. Thank you all and have a good day.